whispers in the sky, threads of light where stars align, a dance of echoes soft and kind.
Dear family of light, our brothers and sisters from the Pleiades insist that we should cultivate a flexible mind, a flexible body, and a flexible spirit. They insist that flexibility and elasticity is super important for our life. It's super important to adapt to every situation. So let's start with the body. There is an old say in China that stated that the age of a person is calculated by the flexibility of his spine. So they understand that maintaining a flexible spine is very, very important, because in the spine there is a very complex nervous system. And elasticity bring a more balance to this nervous system, and it improves your memory. It improves even the circulation of your blood, improve the feeling that you have of your joint, of your muscle. And so the body, instead of being stiff and rigid, it is soft, it is flexible. And so you can adapt more easily to many situations in your life from a physical point of view. And you age much better. I can see how many people that are rigid age very badly, especially after 50, after 60 years old. They start to develop a series of health problems, which are most of the time caused by a lack of flexibility. If we maintain our body very flexible, then our mind will follow, and then we can adapt to all the changes that life is bringing to us all the time. We can lose money, but we can adapt to that. We can lose a partner, we can adapt to that. We can change city, change a job, and we can adapt to that. And we can even adapt to the change of our belief system and our ideas. So if we are very rigid in the mind, we will maintain rigidity of ideas, even if these ideas maybe are not good or are wrong. And so it is very important to maintain this kind of elasticity of the mind, especially when we relate with other people. And also elasticity of the mind helps us in catastrophic situation. If there is a natural disaster happening, or there is a social collapse, we can adapt faster than other people. Rigid people are those who suffer the most when they have to change something in their life. And because the ego is a resistance by definition, and awareness is fluidity and adaptability. The best symbol of fluidity and adaptability is water. Water doesn't complain because there is a rock in front of her. It's just pass on the side. It finds the path with the less resistance. So it always go down searching where is the more easy way to go down to the ocean. This is the only goal of water, is going down, going back to the source, going back to the ocean. And to do so, you have to be very flexible. And if you touch water, water is very soft. You put it in a jar, well, it become her shape. It will be the shape of the jar. And but even if it is soft, you can see how much strength it has. It can carve a mountain, carve a valley during, of course, millions of years, but still is drop by drop, every day, and at the end you will have all these mountains that surround us are shaped by the water, which is one of the softest elements. And if you throw a rock inside the water will not be broken by this stone. Just adapt and it will let the stone sink and it will just move around. So in the same way, our consciousness has to move around things, has to um, develop this adaptability to understand the reality in front of us without the judge. So without saying, oh, this situation should not be like that, should be like this, like that. No, just accepting what is and act out of the present moment. The ego will resist. The ego is rigid. The ego is stiff. The ego will bring you to death more easily, probably. There are many people that just die because they didn't let go of their ego. So they went in a situation, a dangerous situation, or they get sick because they couldn't let go of the past, etc., etc. Especially now in this world of chaos that we are living in, and the changing are super fast because there is a social turmoil going on. Our social structure is crumbling, and there is AI pushing for a fast change. So there is no other way. So it's not only about having a relaxed life, but flexibility becomes a tool for survival. And the same thing we can say about meditation. Meditation, what it does, it creates space, this spaciousness between you and the reaction that your ego has in front of things. So meditation instructs the mind to don't react constantly to every situation in which you are in. Instruct the nervous system to remain calm if even if the situation is very dangerous and very problematic. Of course, there is this famous fight or flight situation. In that case, well, you can react, but there are many people living now in the cities and living in stressful life. They are constantly in fight or flight situation, even if there is no a tiger in front of them ready to kill them. So our fight or flight should only be activated in really extreme situation. In all the rest, most of the time, you have time to step back from your reaction and say, okay, this is the situation, this is the problem that I'm facing, this is the illness that I have. This is the loss of money that I experience. Okay, what I can do about that, how I can adapt. And slowly, slowly, you will see that with meditation, all this decision becomes uh, more and more easy and more flowing without struggle. And so meditation becomes also a tool for survival and not only a spiritual path. So try to observe the rigidity that you have in your life right now. Put it on paper. You can write it down. Oh, look, I'm rigid in these ideas. I am rigid. I don't want to change this place because I'm attached to it. I don't want to let go of this person. I don't want to let go of this job because I am attached to it. Try to find out where is really necessary to hold on to the situation and where you should let go. So this is everything for today. I wish you a lot of joy, and for now, be at peace, be at peace.
Silver whispers in the sky.